All right, it is officially draft season, and I'm reviewing Fuaga versus Trice. Now, they are pretty much consensus first round picks at this point, and we're going to kind of go through the entire game here. Thanks to Duo Barrel Roll for providing this great content. This is how I do my scouting. All right, so let's get to the beginning. So, Fuaga is going to be the right tackle here. He's a great run blocker. He reminds me, he's wide. He reminds me a little bit of Penei Sewell. Maybe that's a kind of a lazy comp. His overall foot speed isn't great, and we're going to kind of work through the plays and go back as we need. But again, he's the right tackle. Overall, great pad level, knee bend, all those certain things that you like to see. And he goes against Trice in this game, so we'll kind of go through both. What I realized with Trice, he is my, I believe, 4th ranked edge rusher. He's really solid. So Fuaga, when he's running, he's like Trent Williams. You do not want to be in front of him. There was not like that great of a play. There are a couple of negatives that we'll kind of highlight throughout the thing, but there you go. Here's a rep with Trice right here. So sets out to him, and overall can push you around the edge. He has some great speed like that, and Trice has good, I would say, bend, like good dip ability here. And again, I'm not a pro scout, so you can scout as I'm scouting here throughout the game. So Fuaga is my 3rd ranked tackle in this draft. I have him as like a mid first round grade. I wouldn't mind like the Jets taking him at 10. See, he gets to the second level pretty good. Whiffs on there, but you just look for the athleticism. It's all the tools that you have. It's the ability, the tools, and then projecting that to the next level. That's how I kind of feel about it. On the goal line, he has multiple plays in this game where he just pushes people out of the way. That's really good football right there. If we're looking at Trice number 8, he kind of just bursts onto the scene some plays. He does get handled by tight ends sometimes, and overall sometimes he doesn't wrap up as much as I would like him to do. But he's always involved in plays. He's just around. I like him better than Jared Verse. We have Trice in this play. Overall sheds, he just misses it. He plays his gap, but the running back cuts in. So that's a good play. And now keep on looking at Trice. See, he does kind of get manhandled by the left tackle there. That's not like a prospect, I guess. But he's right that he's in the play. He rarely gets completely stonewalled. One negative thing about Fuaga you see on this play right here, he kind of opens his hips a little bit too early sometimes. So you have him here, and then he allows a pass to the quarterback. I think he should just trust his athleticism a little bit more. He kind of lumbers a little bit, and that play he ends up being good. So maybe the elite pass rusher, you'll see him get beat. This is him against Trice. Oh, Trice does a little bit of a stunt. So take a look at his pure speed on this. How he loops around. He hugs the corner. Boom. Maybe that's a penalty in the NFL. I don't know. He plays the run really well. He doesn't make the tackle. Maybe it's an arm length thing, but his arms look pretty big. You'll see him multiple missed tackles. Looking at Trice again, long arms, so he has multiple moves here, pushing the tackle back. Trice is overall a pretty smart player. He kind of reads things really well. Both of them are good players. They don't go against each other the entire time, but just look how active he is, always looking for work. Gets his guy, and it's like, oh shit, the guy on the backside may get it. Here's him going up, blocking on the next level. Really, really solid there. And then even on this play with the fumble, he's good footwork overall. He's not advanced. I don't say advanced, but I'll take him mid first round. Again, sets out, good block, races him from the play, and then Fuaga just locking people up. And here is finally a negative play. Sets out, just doesn't have the foot speed there, so a little bit Evan Neal-ish, I guess, because I'm a Giants fan. Doesn't have quite the athleticism here. And then Trice here, they kind of meet at the quarterback, and the quarterback ends up escaping, but Trice is a really, really good play. Here's Trice again against, an average tackle. Again, that's 8 yards of depth, and he's at the quarterback. You can't really control every single rep getting to the quarterback. It's tough. And then Fuaga on this play sets quick, and once he sets quick, you're done. So if the edge gets a good jump, you're in trouble. But if he's good off the snap, he's usually good. This one he overcommits a little bit. Opens up the gate, and then allows the inside move right there, which, bad rep. But I'm just looking at him. He's just taking the will out of pass rushers. Again, 45, the guy's number is 45. He's likely not going to be a good player. A little heel clicky right here. A little heel clicky at the end, but he's wide. That's the thing I like about him. Again, he's out on the motion right here. Takes this guy out of the play pretty much, and then Trice just comes up. It was a really good play by Trice right here. Whereas he's right there, really long. Now, he has all the athleticism for him. So here we go, against Fuaga right here. Now this play, it's a screen. He's up against Trice, so I think he's just trying to let him go. It's hard to tell on that play. Long arms him, pretty strong. Again, I'd take a mid to late first round. I'd like to see a little bit more hand chop. It kind of came across in a couple plays in this game. I mean, he's just around the quarterback, and you'll really see it in the fourth quarter. Stunts are his best friend. A little bit Josh Uche-ish, but we'll highlight this in another video, but take a look at number 8. I mean, he's just always around the ball, and that's not something you always see from Jared Verse. There he is, both lined up against each other. Fuaga just kind of holds him out. Now, he gets a good first step, gets under right here, and kind of forces him to go to the outside a little bit. So now here he's setting out to number 4. He takes a little bit of a false step there, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he keeps his feet moving in the block, and then overall just takes him out of the play. Again, I have him at a really, really good run grade. He just takes people out. Overall, I mean, you can't completely erase somebody on every single play. So sometimes the guy gets the inside relationship, and he's fine. Fuaga right here aims for the outside shoulder. This guy takes him out of the play. So even though 4 gets loose, he did his job. So this is one of my favorite plays from Trice. He's like, reads the screen. He's like, oh, you know what? I'll just attack him. Bends and hits the quarterback and rushes the throw. And there's another play where Trice beats the tight end and forces a negative. I mean, it was a left tackle, not tight end, but you get the point. Again, these are college people, but take a look at how he's patient. And this is some advanced things from Fuaga. So he sets one hand, replaces. That's some. I think that's some advanced stuff right there. And then watching it again, pretty good stuff. Here's Trice. We'll watch Trice. Reads somewhat screen going on, and he can't wrap up. He looks a bit injured on this play too. It was one notice throughout the game. He like just falls to the ground. He may have been banged up. I don't know. Back to Fuaga, just stonewalls him. And on this play too, Trice against number 67, not an elite player. All right, you can't win every rep. The ball was out pretty quickly. But you see what he's trying to do here. Long arms, spins around. In these next few plays where Fuaga really shines. Boxes number 46 to the outside. That's a really, really good play. Hopefully I play this in slow motion in the edit, but he really just takes him out of the play there. Now on the goal line here, I mean, that's almost as good as it gets. He could have been a little bit better, but he gets to the outside shoulder on this guy, and then he finishes the run right there. This touchdown is because of number 75. Completely takes him out of the play. And Trice didn't really have any role on this play. He's like down here. And I guess he could have done a better job against tight end, but you're playing your role. You're not. He's just looking. But Fuaga, this is elite stuff right here. And then Trice, really good against the run. It pushes back by the tight end, but disengages. And then it's only a 2 to 3 yard gain. Another play here by number 75. Overall, his feet look a little slow. That's the one thing I'd say about him. Against Trice right here, good job. Knows where the run was. And this play, although it looks bad, he knows where the run is going, so he allows him to go to the inside. Number 8 on 75 right here. He's not elite athleticism. This move right here is not like amazing. You're not going to write stories about this move right here. But it's pretty good. Punches, leans, so not great, but pretty good. And this is kind of a boring play, but he does a good job walling out Trice. Him against Trice again right here. Switch hands, hand usage, replaces the hands to the under. Doesn't know where the quarterback here is at this point, so he gets pushed behind and then kind of allows a pressure. Now, I'm kind of done with Fuaga because he's really good. Take a look at him on the top. I mean, number 46 isn't a good player, but look at Trice on this play. Works the bully inside rip. That's what you like to see. I've seen more flashy guys per se. That's really good. Really flashy stuff. I mean, anybody can do that, but it's consistent with him. Him against Fuaga again. Just man on man right here. Hands to the inside. Fuaga tries to replace them. And overall, that's just two good players going against each other. And this play is really technical, so obviously offsides. He's reading like, where's he going to go? Feet, good, But Trice tries to go inside, so what he does is just pushes him back in, but barely misses it. And Trice gets, pressure on that play. Really good players going against each other. Trice wants a foul on this play, but he sets to the outside because he knows that running back is going that way. This is the end of the game here, so this is where you make your money. He invites the bull rush here again, but good hand replacement. But Trice almost gets there, and that was kind of it for the game. This is kind of it. Fuaga kind of gets beaten on the stun a little bit, and then Trice gets stopped too. End the game. Let me know what you think of this format.